Hey guys, it's your boy MKS here again. Hope everyone's doing well. This is part two. I decided to upload again. Obviously, I'll break it up into 3 parts because ideally I don't want my videos to be too long. Hopefully, you'll find them interesting. I'd love to hear from you, like what you think is an ideal amount of time for my video uploads. But anyway, I'm going to try and continue on with this list, and hopefully you will find it fun and enjoyable and exciting, and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to get on to point 11. Point 11, I hope to support African inventors and Black inventors around the world, and dyslexic inventors, and ideas people, inventors, industrialists, and investors and things like that, investing in Africa, encouraging people to invest in Africa and things like the Black community, sponsors and all that, and acknowledging and that kind of thing. They can use that as part of their PR, which I'll probably mention it before again, but yeah. So also, as I say, I also hope to be flexible with my ideas, and normally certain numbers remind me of certain things. Like 1 reminds me of getting something started, 2 reminds me of learning, 3 reminds me about having fun and freedom, as much freedom as possible, and so on. Yeah, so but yeah, I hope to be able to change that. And like for Mondays and Fridays, I hope to have more, like, instead of being too rigid or planned, I hope to just be a bit more miscellaneous or flexible with my ideas, or a bit more random, basically. That's what I mean. So I hope that makes sense. Also, I want to look at, like, asking the Black and or dyslexic community, what would they change about the world? What would their ideal world be like? I could probably partly answer that myself, being dyslexic, but yeah, especially including from the Black community and dyslexic community. As I say, with all these ideas at the moment, to discuss with people from the Black community and all that sort of stuff, and about how they can network together and stuff, and what would they change about the world, and that kind of thing. I think that covers point 11. Point 12, I hope to look at how to inspire and motivate the Black and dyslexic community, including looking at dyslexic and Black role models and female role models, like Black women asking Black females of all ages which Black females on TV or whatever, which famous Black females or just general Black females inspire them, and who they think are the best Black role models, especially Black female role models, I say, and that kind of thing, and how to empower Black women and Black people generally, and same for dyslexics. As I said before, all these ideas are to do with both the Black and dyslexic community, so they can be applied to each other. Point 13, as I keep saying, is like, I can't remember what it's called, trisophobia or something, trisophobia or something like that. I googled it and I can't pronounce it. It's a really long, complex word about the fear of number 13. So I use it to, like, think about scary stories or negative points or that kind of thing. Point 14, I hope to look at, like, how to solve problems and that kind of thing. 15, I hope to think about fun Fridays and supporting Black and dyslexic people in farming around the world, especially in Africa. And what, like, Black people and dyslexic people networking together to see how they can teach each other about things, about farming and stuff like that, or filmmaking or different things like that. 16, I hope to support Africa's film industry and Black film producers and directors, as well as actors and actresses generally, and profile or list or acknowledge famous Black and dyslexic people, especially people who are both Black and dyslexic, like Steve McQueen, the film director. 17, hope to work with fellow dyslexics about using our imagination to make fun and enjoyable projects and stories. 18, I hope to support any projects made by the Black and or dyslexic community. 19, something I really struggle with. I hope to do as much writing as I possibly can. Ideally, I'd love to write for at least an hour a day, but even basically close to 24 hours as possible. But sometimes I struggle to get my thoughts onto paper or things like that. But yeah, and I hope to look at Black and or dyslexic writers as well on that note, and look at the challenges they face, and also what they can do to overcome some of those challenges and things like that. And I know there's a Black publisher in South Africa who publishes, I think it's Black women's books especially, and her publishing company is called Blackbird Publishers. So I mean, I thought that was quite interesting, especially in South Africa, given all the historical, I could say, injustices or put downs of the indigenous community. So I think the fact that now there are Black entrepreneurs and female entrepreneurs included across Africa, especially South Africa and places like that, I think is really cool. Southern Africa, I'd love to see a Southern African business network and things like that, supporting each other with publishing and things like that across Africa as well. So yeah, I think I covered all the points. I don't think I've missed any. I'm just trying to count properly, learning to count. Hope I covered them all. It would be interesting. Like, I made a video once, and I was trying to make a list, and then I missed one number or something like that, and I had to go back and review it, and I was like, oh, that would be quite embarrassing probably, but probably funny at the same time anyway. But sorry. And point 20, I once again want to look at how to improve relations between Italians and the Black community through football. And I also want to make Central Africa, I want to try and make peace in Central Africa and help it to become a Pan-African networking hub, to make many events, conferences and events, like in technology, writing and all the possible areas. So yeah, sorry if anyone didn't like that video. I hope people will like it. Obviously not going to please everyone all the time. As ever, I'd love to have your comments about how you think I could improve or anything like that. But yeah, I hope you will enjoy it, and peace and love as ever. Have a great time wherever you are, and hopefully I'll upload point 3 soon. But yes, I hope you enjoy it. Thanks. Bye.